With visa restrictions springing up everywhere for Africans, studying abroad is starting to feel like chasing a ghost.
mara ke le tshabe nna kaofela lona le commenteng le etseng I'm trash.
Can't get a visa? Good. Turns out some of the best universities in the world are right here on the African continent. No visa interview required. Let's break it down. Ibuhilija. Guess who's back? Hi, I'm Sehobi and this is Sehobi Breaks It Down, where we break it down one crazy thing at a time. Today we're counting down 10 African universities to be proud of. One per country because brilliance lives across the continent. And just so you say we're not being biased, we are including the official list for the top 10 universities on the continent. Number 10 is Addis Ababa University in Ethiopia. Addis Ababa University is located in Ethiopia. Its strengths are social sciences, political science, law, and public health. It has produced many top leaders and scholars and is a key player in African Union partnerships. It has global links with the WHO and Pan-African academic bodies. The main campus was Emperor Haile Selassie, the former emperor's palace.
On the Addis Ababa University website, it loaded pretty quickly. Everything is smooth and it has drop down tabs, and there is the about, and you can see mission, vision, leadership, and everything that you need, their history, admissions. So you can see under admissions there you have your overview, your calendar, admission requirements, academic cases, tuition fees, graduate, so all the information that you need as a prospective student. So if you go down, you can see it says it's in Ethiopia, number one in Ethiopian reputation and alumni impact. It has like an all-time graduates, 280,000 plus all-time graduates and 12,000 plus leaderships and research. And you can see there's a library, e-learning. Okay, I don't know why that. We'll try to go back. Okay, they're part of the MasterCard Foundation, as you can see there, and Arizona State University. So they're also affiliated with Arizona State University.
Okay. In the number 9 spot, we have Makerere University in Uganda. So it is allocated in Kampala in Uganda. Its strength lies in medicine, agriculture, humanities, and journalism. Its alumni includes Yoweri Museveni. Yoweri Museveni. It's about to be a long day. Julius Nyerere and Julius Nyerere. Its global links, it has ties to Harvard, Yale, and the WHO. Cool fact is it was once known as the Harvard of Africa. I don't know why it's no longer known as the Harvard of Africa, but well, what can we say?
I'm just gonna try and close that window. There we go. Okay, so now we are at Makerere University's website. You can see pictures. You have your home button, study at Mac. You have a nice nickname, and then you can see all the things, student loan schemes, offline, so all the things that you need as a prospective student. They have a mature age entry, also scholarships, so you can see what you need to apply, students. You can see undergraduate and postgraduate accommodation and housing. So they have that for you if you want to move there. All the research, all the work that they are doing. In terms of research projects, maybe you might be interested in that, and you can see about all the news, and you can see they're showing humble beginnings, starting in 1922 as a humble technical school with 14-day students. So yeah, they're just showing you their history. So they've been around for quite some time, and it says that they've grown to become, the biggest and the best. So yeah, and if you go down, you could go and select and say, oh, I am A or N. Select an option there, and then the alumni, continuing student, prospective student, staff, or visitor, and you can, there's an option to join, visit, or give, so you can do that for yourself. So we go down. Oh my gosh, my sleeve is wet. Sorry. Go down. You have your news, what's happening in the campus, and what has been happening.
In the 8th spot, we have the University of Ghana. So I'm not ranking them, right? I'm counting 1 to 10. In the 8th spot is the University of Ghana, which is in Legon, Accra. And its strength is humanities, economics, and social sciences, as well as the law. Hello. Its alumni includes well-noted people like Kofi Annan, the former UN Secretary General, as well as John Mahama. It has global links and collaborations with LSE and the University of London. The cool fact is that it sits on Legon Hill, and its architecture mixes modernist and traditional Ghanaian design. So it's a mix of the past and the present.
The next university is the University of Ghana. The website loaded pretty quickly, very smooth, also has drop-down portals, and then you see you have a student, alumni, staff, faculty staff, and MIS web. I don't know what that is. So you have an about page, as all universities do, overview, history, mission, vision, and all of that. And then academics, you can see the programs, library, and then all the journals that were published in the school. And then there's international admissions there, and distance and continuing learning, so you can also do distance learning with them. Research overview, so you can see that news, what is happening in the campus, and then student life, so you can go through that. When you're interested, going down, you find you can have all the postgraduate applications have been opened, so if you're interested in that, you can apply. And then you have your news, what is happening there, and let's see, just more news what is happening there.
Okay, and the 7th spot, or number 7, the University of Nairobi in Kenya. It is located in Nairobi, Kenya. And its strength is agriculture, veterinary sciences, engineering, and environmental studies. So things that actually go very well together. Its alumni include Wangari Maathai, who is a Nobel Peace Prize winner, the first Black woman to win the Nobel Peace Prize, and many MPs and judges. So that has quite a good alumni. It has global links to Michigan State University, UNEP, and Google. Hello. Cool fact is it is known as the birthplace of Kenya's political activism.
Next, we have the University of Nairobi. It took some time to load, but it did eventually. So yeah, so you have your About Us tab there, you can see. So okay, I tried to open the top tabs. I don't know if they were not moving or it was just me. So yeah, nothing was happening there. And then I went down to your okay. So you can click through when you go to the websites. I've linked all the websites down below. Um, and then you can have your virtual tour, and then it tells you about the innovation and privacy. There you have your about, and then your programs there, and then your students info, research, academics, and then they have a media desk because they are a school that also specializes in journalism, and then they have a news website, oh, a news page, sorry, not website. And then you can see under news everything that has been happening um, in the university. And you can see down there undergraduate, postgraduate, and then how to apply, and the international office for international students. So if you're interested, you can just click there as an international student, and yeah, you get your info there. And then at the bottom you have your faculties and training areas, so that shows you. So you can see they have agriculture, arts and social sciences, built environment, business management, sciences, education, engineering, health science, and they do specialize in veterinary sciences. So yeah, veterinary sciences, remember, is not just about your pets, your dogs and your cats and whatever, but also livestock, the food that we eat. So also because in conjunction with the agriculture, so they specialize a lot in that. So they are, quite essential for food security on the continent. I'm sorry if I sound a bit nasal. I am going through it. So at the bottom you have your events and all of that. Um, you have your events and your announcements, and they're on Twitter. So you can go on if you still use Twitter. And just check it out. Remember, all the links to all the universities are down below. And then you have student life. So under student life, you see they have career services. Um, so if you're not sure where to go and what to do, um, they offer career guidance. So yeah, that is the website of the University of Nairobi.
In the sixth spot, we have that I've tried pronouncing it many a times. I can't get it out. So if anybody can help with the pronunciation of this one, I would really appreciate it. But it is in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. And its strengths are law, social sciences, engineering, and education. Its alumni includes Julius Nyerere. Julius loves school. This man loves school. Jakaya Kikwete. Guys, if I'm saying these or pronouncing them incorrectly, please forgive me. And if I'm not saying words like honorable and whatever, and that's how you address him, forgive me, please.
And next we have, the university that I cannot pronounce. So the challenge that I had when I opened the website is that everything was in French. I'm assuming it's French because Google says always translate to French. So I'm assuming that it's French. The only thing I could understand is service digital and contact. So everything else was in another language and I couldn't really read. So I just asked Google to translate. So I think that may be a big challenge when it comes to this one. But if you're willing to learn a new language, you can just go ahead and do that. Otherwise, you have Google, who is always your friend, and everything changed into English as soon as I did that. So you can see there's welcome, who we are, study at UCAD. So okay, I'm moving very fast, am I not? So I'm moving past training, admissions, registrations, re-registrations, establishment, and framework text. So that's what you would need as a prospective student. Okay, so yeah, there was nothing else there. Oh yes, there was also a part for faculties where you can see all the faculties. You have documentary resources. I'm thinking if you want to do a documentary, then that's your source of documentation. Digital services. There's one for staff, students, and other people. So you can just go through the website. So it just shows you what they offer, the research that they do, and student life. So you can see student life, and they have all the faculties there: human sciences, faculty of science and technology, faculty of medicine, faculty of economics, management, faculty of legal and political sciences, and science and technology. So you can just go through that. The campuses, it seems that every campus has its own faculty, so you'll be surrounded by like-minded people. And then there is the news around the university, everything that's happening there. And then digital community service, so online pre-registration, admissions to masters, recruitment, all of that. And then they have scholarship offers and calls for applications that you can go through there. If you are interested, you can go see. And they have a Facebook page. Sorry, man. Facebook is reading my mind. A YouTube page. Now we are in the website for the University of Tanzania. No, actually, the University of Salaam, which is in Tanzania. And sorry, my screen just went blank. So it loaded pretty quickly. Also, it moves a lot, so you can see all the tabs that you need. At the top there's a counseling unit, which I was really impressed by, and the fact that it's just right smack bam in the front of the home page. I think that's awesome, absolutely awesome. So you have your home, admissions, which is a drop down, and then you can see undergraduate, postgraduate, and short courses. So they have short courses there, and then you can see all the clubs, sports clubs, and whatever, social clubs. And you can see there, I was really impressed. The picture, you can see the diversity. Hello, the diversity is absolutely amazing that I can see there. So the academic disciplines: arts, humanities, education, economics, law, social and life sciences, and all of that. So you can just see which one you're interested in. All the journals, the projects that you see there. Let's see. Here too. Sorry. So here I see somebody's graduation. Somebody's very happy about graduating. So they had their graduations recently, and then there's a message from the vice chancellor, Professor William, and you can search or find your program there. If you don't want to use the top tabs, and then recent events that have just happened, we've missed out on a lot. And then the latest news, Korean Tanzania Development Seminar that happened at the university. So interesting. If you want to read up more, you can just go visit the website. Videos from their YouTube page, because are you a university if you don't have a YouTube page? You have all their contact details and a map, so you can see where you need to go. Don't get lost. You have no excuse. Thank you.
In fourth, In fourth place, we have the University of Ibadan. I said it right for the first time, in Nigeria. So it is in Ibadan, in Nigeria. And its strength is medicine, public health, agriculture, and literature. They're Leonards, they know this English. So the alumni is Wole Sonika. Wole Soyinka. I will get there eventually. And Chinua Achebe. So Nigeria's top academics. It has global links to WHO, USAID, and multiple Commonwealth universities. Cool fact is, it's Nigeria's oldest universities, and it was established in 1948 as a college of the University of London.
At the University of Ibadan, loaded quite quickly, moves around a lot. This is a data eater, this one. So yeah, you can see at the top there, journals, reports, transcripts, and then you have your home page, your about page, your so they have undergraduate, postgraduate, and distance learning. So they also offer a distance learning. So administration, so and then College of Medicine and postgraduate faculties. So it's like medicine and the rest. So they offer quite an extensive range. They have a lot of faculties, but you can go down. I couldn't go to the very bottom of the drop down, so you can just go down and just see the rest of that list. And then you have your institutes. So they have an institute of what one, child health. That I found that very interesting, that they have a special interest in child health. So that's absolutely interesting, and something that is not maybe because I'm not in the medical field, but very interesting. I'm sorry, my nose is just so stuffy. So you have your student affairs, career placements, student mail, e-learning platforms, and a place for parents. Excuse me. If you go down, you get your news, and then you have all the events that are happening there, upcoming. So if you're interested, there are 3 events coming up, or 3 events that you can see here. So they have a couple of lectures happening. If you're interested, you can just go onto the website and find out more. And then they say they are the first and the best. You can see there undergraduate admissions, postgraduate admissions, distance learning. So they do offer distance learning, if I haven't mentioned that already. And then we're at the bottom of the website, and that is the University of Ibadan.
University. In third place, we are bringing it back home with the University of Cape Town, the Université van Kaapstad. It is located in Cape Town in South Africa, and the strengths are science, law, medicine, and liberal arts. Alumni are judges, CEO, Rhodes Scholars, global ranking. So it is the number 1 university in Africa as of 2025. Cool fact, it is nestled in the slopes of Table Mountain, and it is one of the most scenic campuses in the world, and I must say it is absolutely beautiful and very strict and very hard to get into.
For me, with the University of Cape Town, you can see applications, staff, students, alumni, calendar, the notice board, quick links that you can use, emergency numbers, the shuttle services, student fees, disability services, and stuff. So you have your home page, your about page, where they have their mission, vision, policies, and then study at UCT, where you can see the faculties department. So they offer undergraduate, postgraduate, short courses, and lifelong learning, which is your your short courses that you do. And I don't know what I pressed there, but it changed everything. And then I was looking, I was checking on how to get back to the page where I was. So I think we said home, and then we got home, and then yeah, continued. So you can see campus life there, housing, transport, and all of that, research and innovation. So here we have it. Internationalization Vision 2030 is like a thing in South Africa. I don't know why. We just love, I don't know what's happening in 2030 that we don't know about. But yeah, they have their Vision 2030 there. You have your contacts and your maps so that you don't get lost. When we go down and it says UCT, or you can select an option there, also like the other website, where you can say whether you're a student, whatever, and then say, let's say you say you're a prospective student, and then you say you want to information about UCT, about bursaries and loans and all of that. So you can get the information that you need instantly without getting lost on the website. So then it says UCT is a global university in Africa unleashing human potential to create fair and just society. Vision 2030 hashtag unleashed. So, and then after that, it says UCT is ranked 3%. Sorry, top 3% globally. UCT achieves the highest ranking in a decade, now at the top 3% globally. So, like I said, absolutely the best. Yeah, so and then if you go down, it's just more flexing because that's what we do best in SA. We flex. So they're flexing all the things that they've achieved, and you can see all the programs that are there. Yeah, some more flexing. And if you go down, you get your study at UCT, where you can get a taste of campus life, key dates, prospective students' FAQs, admission requirements, fees and funding, faculty handbooks, student housing. So everything that you need, there it is, nice and compact. And then you have your virtual tour of UCT.
And in number 2, we have the University of Rwanda in Rwanda. So it is allocated in Kigali and Rwanda, and its strength is ICT, engineering, and climate innovation. I didn't even know such a thing existed. Impact. It says training Africa's next gen tech and green economic leaders. So they are the university of the future. You don't need to go to the one that Sheldon hates. When I went, I'll remember it. And lost my train of thought there. They have global links to the MasterCard Foundation. It seems like the MasterCard Foundation, MIT found it. MIT, so they do have links to MIT. So it's Africa's MIT and the African Institute for Mathematical Sciences. Our genius. So this is where we would get our what's this guy's name on Big Bang Theory? I'll get his name. A cool fact: it's Rwanda's first public university built post-genocide, designed for modern transformation.
Okay, University of Rwanda. I think this was the one that was also a challenge loading. Yeah, it was. So the video was just starting and stopping. It just took a little while to load, so just be patient with that one. I thought it was my Wi-Fi at first, but then yeah, it wasn't. So we have an about. So as usual, vision, mission, officers, facts and figures, their network admissions. Yeah, I think you're gonna have to click on admissions. It doesn't have a drop down. So I think that's the only thing about this website, that it doesn't have drop down menus. So you are going to have to click and go into those pages to actually see what is behind it. And then yeah. But you can also, there's a search um a search box that you can just search from. But otherwise, if you need to see what is under each tab, you are going to have to click and swap pages. As you can see, they're bigger on engineering, and it is showing. So here they say they have 31,042 student population, 7 colleges, 87 undergraduate programs, 138. That's actually quite surprising that they have more postgraduate programs than undergraduate programs. Okay, so you have your latest in research. So just they're showing you the research that I've done, and then featured events. So these events have passed, or except for one. And then they're also part of the MasterCard.
And in the number 1 spot is the University of Cairo, and it is allocated in Egypt, in Giza, and Greater Cairo, in the dust. Its strengths are engineering, medicine, and law, and business. Okay. Its alumni is Yasser Arafat. I don't know that. Yasser Arafat, Omar Sharif, and other Nobel laureates. What is a Nobel laureate? Okay. Global ranking, it is top 5 in Africa and top 500 in the world. Cool fact, it was founded in 1908. It is one of Africa's oldest and most influential universities. Nice.
Next is Cairo University, which took its time loading, but we will forgive them. So Cairo University, look, it's a good university, but I think they need to work a little bit on their website. It reads like a book, but as you can see, you have your top tabs there. Not to say books are boring, actually, no. Actually, that is, yeah, but you know what I mean. It's not a very enticing website, if I can say that. So you have your academic affairs. No, okay, that's why. So I struggled a bit. So you have faculties and institutes. So you have academic services, undergraduate programs, graduate programs, e-services, universities. Yeah, and then you have your research centers, bylaws, and research projects, units and affairs, student life, and then you have your staff and guest services. And then Cairo, and then it says, there's a shop. There's shopping at Cairo University. I don't know what shopping we would be doing there, but there's a tab that says shopping. And then you have your quick facts, governance and administrations, policies. Yeah, so it looks absolutely beautiful, by the way. But I feel like this website does not do this university justice at all. It looks like a Britannica, like those books, the Britannicas. Yeah. So As you can see, you have all your buttons, and where you can apply your ebooks. The faculties you can see here, there's a faculty of engineering, faculty of medicine, faculty of computers, and all faculties, so the rest. Your recent news. um yeah, so that is Cairo University in Egypt. I just feel a little let down. I don't know what I was expecting, but this is not what I was expecting on the website. Yeah. Um, yeah. And let me see. At least they have a YouTube page. Though it's written in Arabic. But yeah, they have a YouTube page because Are You Even? So and then you have the current leaders there. You can see the vice president of community service, vice president of research, and so forth. So they have 14,518 staff members, 207, 853 plus university students, international students active, and 6,963. There's not a lot of international students there, as you can see, and then they have 11,849 active scholar websites. I don't know what that means.
For those who live for rankings, this is the top 10 universities in Africa per the Business Insider. Not me. Business Insider. Link in the description. At number 10, we have the university that I can't pronounce. And then at number 9, the University of KwaZulu-Natal in South Africa. Number 8 is Ains. Yeah. It's a university in Egypt. I'll just put a link so you can go through them just in case I don't pronounce them properly. And number 7 is the American University in Cairo. Why is there a university named American University in Cairo? At number 6, the University of Pretoria, the university that broke my heart. At number 5, we have the University of Johannesburg in South Africa. At number 4, Cairo University in Egypt. Number 3, Stellenbosch University in South Africa. At number 2, look, this is why I didn't use this for my countdown. At number 2 is the University of Witwatersrand in Johannesburg in South Africa. At number 1, like I've said previously, is the University of Cape Town in Cape Town, South Africa. So that is the official Business Insider top 10. But I'm still saying you still have your options out there. If you're thinking you need to leave the continent, it's getting so much colder. My nose is getting blocked, so we need to hurry up and finish recording.
Drizzle, drizzle, dribble, dribble. I just feel as though that it feel like harassment.
If you think you still have to leave the continent in order to... If you think you need to leave the continent to get world-class education, well, think again. Africa is not a fallback plan. It is a powerhouse. Study here, build here, grow here. Well, that's all I have for today. And this lovely episode. Lesara agale plaga.
Don't plug it, plug. See, any plug, man.
I plugged you. You don't need to leave the continent, and you don't need to fill in 100 applications. Stay home, find a great university close by. Let's just show the world that we don't need to leave our home. to be successful. Well, that is all from me. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, turn on the notifications, and join us next time when we break it down one crazy thing at a time. Bye, guys. Goomba, goomba.